Welcome back to another episode of Tim Plays Fallout 4, where we are back in Revere Beach Station and dealing with the raiders that are left in the station. I also have a legendary Protectron that we're going to try and take down. I think the key to taking that Protectron down is to knock out its legs. I have a feeling it's quite a few levels higher than us. So let's try to hit it in its left leg. And we'll also go ahead and chuck a grenade that way. Ooh, it is definitely a tough robot. Oof, we are almost dead. I am really counting on McCready. Oh, we got him. Even though I'm throwing grenades on McCready.
Violence will not be tolerated.
Oh no. We're gonna go ahead and spend a crit on that Protectron. I did not expect him to come down, but he is trying to help his friend. Take a peek. And we got him. Woof. Probably should have played that more cautiously and just waited till my health ticked back up. Relying on mostly food to heal myself is a bit of a problem. Now, I did dump some of my equipment in this cigarette machine over here just to remove some encumbrance. And here we've got, this is a pretty good find. If only I was doing a commando build. But if we were to modify this with an advanced receiver, it could be a new preferred sniper rifle, on par with our 50 cal. So we'll go ahead and pop these guys in the heads. We're dangerously low on 50 cal ammo. I love seeing weapons where the title of the weapon cannot even fit in the space provided. It's always a sign that when I scrap it, I'm gonna get some good salvage. And here we've got some of the remaining raiders. We just want to make sure that we stay hidden and try and get our first sneak attack shots.
Spread out. Find them.
Yeah, we're gonna move back a tad. Since they have been alerted. probably hit this guy.
Safety off.
Shut me.
I think we have company. Shh. Where I heard something.
Oh no. And we're down to our last round. If McCready would move out of the way. And it looks like we've crippled Cinder. I don't expect these to hit. I just want to try and build up a crit.
Starting to have
Only
fun.
a fucking coward, I.
If McCready would help us here.
Nice and quick.
Pretty sure we're not.
Playtime's over.
Alright, go get him, McCready. That worked. Alright.
Good things around here.
Now that takes care of the raiders for Revere Station. However, that takes care of the quest. However, I believe there are more raiders about. And it's a shame that none of these were a legendary. And I don't think there's anything else down here, like a book or a bobblehead or anything. Just some armor, moldy food. I don't think there's any comic books. We might have a little more booze to pick up. We could definitely try. Yeah, definitely try getting ourselves a little more experience by cooking some of the meat we picked up. We definitely got rad roach to cook. And that, a lot of times that'll also help with our encumbrance. Alright, and so with these guys dealt with, we should just have some more raiders coming along this tunnel. And they're so locked in here. It's pretty easy to just roll right through these raiders.
You hear that?
Alright. Now I'm trying to think if this is the one where I believe we have some more bugs up here, and yeah, they've chained off this area because it's got some ferals hiding back in there. And over here we've got some rad roaches. Probably going to be... Well, I was hoping for a legendary.
Solid confirmed kill.
But we'll happily take the meat. There's the legendary red roach. So we'll see what this guy is packing. And we've got an exterminator's leather right arm, which isn't terrible, but we've got better, and we will probably end up selling that. So we picked up a infection, so we might as well take some antibiotics and use some noodle cups. And over here we've definitely got an issue with these handmade tripwires. And this is a fight I was wow, he really did a Matrix move on that. Alright. Let's see. That is a decent find. It's a 10mm, but at least it ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. That would the only thing that I've gotten that kind of effect on that is better than a 10mm is I did happen to catch it once on a plasma pistol, where I was doing a commando build, and that became a automatic plasma rifle very quickly, and it was kind of a go-to weapon. So we'll happily take that. And might as well deal with that. That takes care of them. We'll go ahead and do a little bit more lockpicking.
Sweet.
So far, I am still focusing on getting our hacking skill up. And then we're going to count on, when I can pick up Kate, we'll use her to do all of our lockpicking for us. I thought that there was a magazine or something that I might have found once on this table, but I'm probably just mistaken, and I'm thinking of a different subway terminal. So we've got some decent equipment found here. I definitely want to be careful of this landmine. We'll pick that up. And with that, we have effectively cleared Revere Beach Station. And I do believe I've forgotten something. I want to say that there was something else back in this room that I should have picked up. I think I'm thinking of a different subway terminal. That has Yeah, I must be thinking of a different subway terminal that has like a Live and Love book or some sort of book there. At this point, we've picked up some encumbrance problems, and it's also not helping that we're extremely tired. So we'll drink ourselves a Nuka-Cola and probably take some buff out. And let's run back out to the settlers at County Crossing, and we'll get them brought into the fold of our growing Minuteman empire. That's another one of my favorite settlements to build out. Because it is fairly flat. I like settlements that have a vendor or a caravan that already arrives there. And they typically get visited by dock weathers. Now we do have the quest to help Kessler and the Bunker Hill folks deal with the raiders at the school that's nearby. And I think we'll do that in the next episode, because that will give us the ability to install trading posts at our settlements, which will help with our revenue and enable us to score some additional caps. Okay, so far so good. Now, Mirelurk eggs are excellent sources of protein,
What's so important?
as we all know. Mostly because when we make Mirelurk egg omelets, instead of weighing half a pound, those food sources, they weigh 1/10 of a pound, which is great for dealing with our encumbrance. The downside is they weigh a pound before you cook them. So they must have very, very heavy shells. And we will go ahead.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Gotta make sure we don't accidentally hit X and assassinate our settlers.
Really? Well, that's the best news.
He also
I've
probably
heard in a
doesn't like
long
it that
time.
I'm
By the way,
flagging
we've
him
talked
with
about
my
it, and
handgun.
we've decided to support the Minutemen. I think it's worth giving it another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
And that very nearly gets us up to level 28. So what we'll probably do is we'll build a shop over here. We'll build a little bit more of an outpost between their shack and this ruined building. I don't usually do anything with this ruined building. I may try and like sort of turn it into a bit of a shop for merchants. We'll do the workshop over here, make it look like a garage, and set up our Minuteman outpost where this wreck of a truck is. We're still using a scrapping mod that helps us remove clutter and junk that we wouldn't normally remove, but thinking about disabling it, because I don't like how certain areas when I go to scrap things like there, kind of worried that sometimes it'll mess with the ground and make it so that it's harder to build there. But for the time being, I guess I could actually, if it's going to let me scrap this whole wreck, maybe we will. Maybe we will go ahead and scrap all of that. Problem is, at least it's allowing me to scrap also those particles. Because I hate it when I go to build something and then I've got particles floating in air that I can't really deal with. We just got to make sure we remove them all prior to building, because otherwise we may have some conflicts there. So I think what I'll actually do is build my workshop here and build our Minuteman outpost over here. And let's go ahead and start dumping some of our excess supplies here. So yeah, I will go ahead and take a break. We'll cut this episode short, and in the meantime I will build up this settlement for the Minutemen, and then when we come back we will deal with the raider gang that's been troubling the merchants out of the Boston Preparatory School. I believe it's called Zeller's Army, and that should be a pretty easy assault for us to make. If we take it slow and we focus on our VATS attacks, I find it interesting that this mod, it will allow me to scrap these, but I bet it wouldn't allow me to tear down the entire building. So I won't bother cleaning it. I'll clean it up, but I won't bother scrapping the entire structure. So in the meantime, what I do have, as far as installed mods go, I did go ahead and add the legendary locations mod, because I like the idea that I'm not going to see any legendary drops like handmade rifles until I go to Nuka World, or I won't see any lever action rifles until I've actually gone to Far Harbor. Because the problem is it kind of wastes a legendary drop. In my opinion, that's kind of a mod that just should have been like standard to the game from the get-go. Main issue that I have with that is, like, I'll get a lever action rifle, but I won't get any 4570 ammunition to help me run that rifle, and unless I decide to build out an ammunition factory, which that might be what I do here. Between these two little hills, I generally build a big warehouse-looking factory. That should have plenty of space for making some more ammo. Of course, the easier method, since I do have the local leader perk, I can just install a weapons salesperson and use them to trade and buy all of the ammo I need. But we will call this the end of the episode. I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoy these episodes, please like, throw a comment on there. Make sure you've subscribed and click the notification button. And we will see you next time here at County Crossing.